Hello everyone and welcome back to our another lesson for our course of social media video editing for Canva. Now, in our previous lessons, I have gone through all the basics that you need to know to circumnavigate throughout Canva and how to use the video player, how to add in elements, how to add in text, how to showing examples on how you can go ahead, search different types of elements as well, how you can use audio, how you can use clips, b-rolling. So we have gone through all the basics of the basics. Now for this lesson, combining of what we have learned, I will show you how you can create an actual social media video. And our theme today, or our platform theme today, will be an Instagram reel. So I'll show you how you can create a stunning Instagram reel, whether it be oriented towards social media, like personal use, business use, or any kind of other necessity that you might need while making a video for any types of social media. So let's go ahead and get started. I will boot up Canva and I will show you how you can open up a project on Instagram Reel and create an Instagram Reel. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, as you can see, I have opened up Canva over here. I'll search here Instagram Reel under templates over here. Now, you have Instagram Reels videos over here as well, but there's also another way that you can open up a new project. So going up to the plus icon over here, you can go to Instagram. There you go. Instagram Reel has popped up over here with the correct resolution. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now it will generate our project for Instagram Reel over here. Now we have the templates over here on the left side. Let's go ahead and start with a template first. So let's go ahead and start with a basic template like this. Let's say you want to showcase a story. Okay, so let's go ahead, start with this. As you can see, there are different elements. It's all animated. So if I were to click on play, there you go. It's all animated, well properly balanced, as you can see. So you have the icon over here, you have the name over here. It can be your company, or it can be your personalized logo, personalized business, personal company, or personalized recognition icon for your brand or for your image of your brand or of your personal wish. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all the text over here. There you go. So let's say you want to have a quotation, or let's say you want to have different clips of different things of your Instagram. So let's go ahead and get started. At first, let's go ahead and use this as a base template, not this template. I'm going to go ahead and delete everything. We do not need this template. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. There you go. If we were to add in anything, nothing will happen. So let's go ahead and get started and see what other templates we have over here that will work for our. So let's say you want to have a journey based. Okay. There you go. We also have audio for this. So I'm going to keep it 5 seconds, as you know. So I'm going to zoom in on this one so that we can work on each frames indefinitely. As you can see, it's total of, I can just loop it up until 15 seconds over here, but I'll keep it at 5 seconds. There you go. 5 seconds there, and we have a text over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do one thing. I'm going to edit the text. Instead of 5 seconds, let's go for 3 seconds. So 3 seconds. There you go. Now I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to say, let's go towards what my journey looks like. There you go. Now let me go ahead and play it. So we have a very good animation of everything. So typewriter here, I'm going to give for both in and out. So if I were to play it from the beginning, there you go. Now we have that. Now, what I would want to do, I would want to go to the audio of this image. Now of this clip, I'm going to go to volume. I'm going to like mute it from here because I do not need the audio. Now I'm going to go to effects for this, edit video effects. I want to, as it's a very journeyous video, I'm going to give it a very vivid like effect. So as you can see, a vivid like effect, like it looks like this. There you go. So now my text does not look that much vividness. So I'm going to go ahead, decrease the intensity of it, keep it at 50%. 50% is fine as it is. That looks wonderful. Now I'm going to go ahead and add more elements in it, add more clips into it. So I'm going to go for search for elements, go to videos over here and search journey. There you go. Now I'm going to put in clips which showcases the journey, or I'm going to go ahead and download other clips and upload them. So a very good website to download videos is Pexels. If you go to pexels.com, that's P-E-X-E-L-S, pexels.com, you will find a lot of non-copyrighted videos that you can download and use for any kind of things. You can those are completely free to download without any strings attached. So you can download them and you can use them for any commercial purposes or or you can use them for personal projects as well. So I'm going to go ahead and download a few, upload them here on Canva. I'll show you the process of uploading as well. Basically, you go to upload over here. Then under videos over here, you can upload files, or you can drag and drop. You can open up a folder, you can drag and drop over here, or you can link your Google or any other things over here and basically use those videos from these videos for file over here. So I'll go ahead and upload a video, and I'll also upload a music audio as well to show you how you can create an engaging video. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, as you can see over here, I have 4 videos that I am currently uploading. So I'm going to wait for them to be done while uploading, and I'll also queued up an upload for an audio. The audio over here, I have downloaded it from Pixabay. So you can download audios from Pixabay, which are completely free to use on any kind of content. Same case for videos. You can also find on Pixabay. You can also find them on Pexels as well. So I'm going to wait for them to download, and I'm going to continue on with our lesson after the download has been completed. Now, as you can see, I have downloaded all of my videos over here, and I have the audio. I'm going to put the audio in first. So I'm going to put the audio in over here. Then I'm going to increase the audio. Now, as you can see, I cannot have more than one audio. I can drop in the music over here. I'll drop the music over there. In the second layer, I'll delete that audio over here. Now, as you can see, I have the audio over here. Now I'm going to go ahead, put my first video here. There you go. Now, as you see, the audio will only move up to that point where you have the videos in. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here at 5 seconds also for this one. So I'm going to put the 5-second one over here. There you go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play and show you how it looks like. So at first, let me go ahead, select the audio over here and go to the volume option over here and set it to 20 to 0 over here. There you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it. It's transitioning into the second page. This video's resolution is very high. That's why it's loading right now. If I were to manually go over here, as you see, it's still loading. It's still processing right now. So now it has been processed. So I'm going to go ahead and play. Now, as it's taking a long time to upload these videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this videos over here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to move to trash. Also going to go ahead and delete this clip over here. Then I'm going to right click, move to trash. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the videos over here underneath the elements over here. So journey over here, as you can see. And I'll see if I can find any portraits or portrait formats of the videos which I'm searching for. As you can see, there is very less portrait videos, but I found one over here. So I'm going to go ahead and clip that in. To zoom out a bit and then reduce it down to, let's say, 5 seconds. There you go. Wait for it to load up a bit. I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and we have one video over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in again and play it from the beginning to show you how the audio, everything looks like. As you can see, I have a few files which are uploading right now. Because of that, it's becoming a bit laggy. So always remember to complete any uploads you have and then work on your project. Otherwise, it's going to become this laggy. So I'm going to wait for this to upload, and I'll be back and I'll be showing you how you can basically go through the entire video editing process of this effect. Now I'm back, and I'll go ahead and play this. Now, as you saw, if I go to the audio, as you saw there, this is the moment when the sound clipped in. So I'm going to click on this audio file over here. I'm going to go ahead and increase the volume to, let's say, 50, so that it's much more easier to see the notes over here. So try to listen in on the transition. So whenever the transition happens, where the audio beat drops in. So if I were to go to beat sync over here, if I go to display beat markers over here, it will show up those beat markers. Finding beats in your audio track, it will automatically find the beats in your audio track, and then you can mix, match, and apply in those. Or you can increase the volume and see the beats for yourself here inside of this audio. As you can see, the waves or the frequencies which bumps up. So as you can see, here's an audio beat, and here's the video starting from here. So what I like to work on is basically not going through the audio beat by listening on to the beat. So an example. So here's another beat over here. So I'm going to zoom in much more, go out a bit, and see where the beat happens again. So here the beat happens again. So I'm going to go a little bit forward earlier, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to split the page over here. And if I were to play it again, so it happens perfectly over there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to elements over here. I'm going to go back to my videos over here. I'm going to search and travel. There you go. And I'm going to add in another portrait format of a video, of a travel themed video. So I'm only looking for the portrait formats as I'm going through all of these videos over here. Now you can also take in a landscape format, and you can crop in if you want to, if that looks good for whatever reason that you might find that one to be looking good. So as I go down, as you can see, most of these things are premium. I can rarely find anything which is free. So instead of travel, I'm going to search in journey again. The journey, there you go. And I will keep on searching. So as I go down and down, I'll find, and I can go to filters over here. I can search for verticals over here as well. As you can see, I have now all the vertical list over here as well with the filter. Now I have this file over here, and I'm going to paste it on the top of that one. And I'm going to go ahead and reduce this one's size down to about 5 seconds. There you go. Now let's see the transition. So the beat drop change does not happen properly because I do not have it accustomed to the beat drop. So I'm going to go ahead and listen by ear again and see where the beat is. So I'm going to zoom, like I'm zoomed in at max. So I'm going to increase it a bit to see where my beat is at. So it's right over here someplace. So it's right over here. So I'm going to go ahead and right click and split page over here. Then I'm going to go ahead and delete this and then play it again to see if it is perfect. Increase it a bit more towards the right. Then play it again. A little bit towards the left. There you go. I think that's perfect. Now let me play and see. A little bit towards the right. So it's 2.8. Let's keep it at 2.9. There you go. Now let's play it and see. Now it's perfect. So now I have complete transitions. Now if I were to play it from the beginning. So here's another beat over here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it over here, split page, and I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and I'll find another video over here, 4-second video over here. That looks perfect. I'm going to go ahead and add that one in. But as you can see, this one has audio in it. So I'm going to click on this video and I'm going to mute this video over here. There you go. Now let's go ahead and play it. There's also another beat over here, so I'm going to go ahead and split the page over here, and I'm going to go ahead and delete that. So that's basically it on how you can go ahead and do those beats. Like inside those beats, you can go ahead and like include them in and basically play them in. So as you can see the beat marker over here. So another beat drops here. That's why I cut it over there. Now let's try to go ahead and match our filters. So edit video over here. Underneath the filters over here, I'm looking for a filter that goes well with the top filter. So this one goes well with this filter, as you can see, but this one needs to be much more vivid. So I'm going to go to adjustment over here. I'm going to increase the saturation up and increase the warmth up to be a bit brighter and reduce down the brightness a bit. There you go. Now as you can see, this format and this format looks almost the same, but this is a bit faded, so I'm going to increase the fade a bit. Now if I were to look at both of these are in the same theme. So now if I were to play it, so now it's time to edit this one. So edit video over here, go to FX, see all over here, see which effect goes well. Summer goes well over here. Then go to adjustments, increase up the warmth a bit, decrease the brightness a bit, decrease the contrast a bit, the highlights a bit, decrease the shadows a bit, have a little bit of fade. I think that works perfectly. Now play it from the beginning again. This one needs to be a bit towards the left, so 2.8 instead of 2.9. There you go. That's perfect. Now this one, I'm going to go edit video, increase the warmth a bit because this is a water, and then decrease the brightness a bit, increase the contrast a bit, increase the highlights a bit, decrease the shadows a bit, have a little bit of fade. There you go. Now let me play it from the beginning again to see. Now let's go ahead and edit our text in over here. So let's move forwards. Let's move forwards to what my journey looks like. I'm going to copy this text because this format is not that much intuitive. So I'm going to go to text over here, add in a text of a design that looks much more intuitive. So I'm going to go ahead and search for a text like this one. This one looks perfect. I'm going to go ahead, add that one and paste everything. Then I'm going to move it into our frame over here and at the center. And I'm going to go ahead and use the animation and do the merge over here. There you go, for both in and out. So now let's go ahead and play it and see how it looks like. Forwards over here. Now I'm going to lower down the size of it. There you go. So that forwards over there is in one sentence. There you go. Now let's play it and see how it looks like. There you go. That looks wonderful over there. So now you can have, let's say this entire clip is about 11.5 seconds. Now Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels as well, or stories or Instagram stories, or you could say TikTok videos, all support up to short videos all support up to 1 minute. And we have done only 11.5 seconds. So you have to manage that time, manage your clips, manage the audio, and basically everything you have to manage and combine together to ultimately form a very good looking video. Now I'm going to go ahead and select this. I'm going to go ahead and add some elements in. So I'm going to go to elements, go back over here, add in a line for, let's say. Now let me add it to our frame over here. I'm going to add it right over there and get that right over there. And I'm going to increase the line width to, let's say, I guess 30 sounds fine over here. Now as it's for an Instagram reel, I'm going to go ahead and change this one's color to that. Go for the animation to not rise, not pan. Wipe, yes, wipe looks perfect for this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy this, rotate this so that it wipes from bottom to left to top, and paste this right over here and increase it right there. I'm going to do the same thing to make it like that. Now if we were to play it from beginning, as you saw, this looks spectacular. This looks very, very well managed, well organized. I'm going to do the same thing, copy this one, rotate this back again, let's say about 180 degrees like this. So 180, there you go. Then let me undo that. Let me go ahead and rotate it again so that it moves from the right to left. And I'm going to paste this right over here and this one right over here. There you go. Now let's play it and see how it looks like. That looks spectacular, but I would want this one to move from the right to left, not left to right. So there you go. Now let me go ahead and play it and see how it looks like. That looks spectacular. Now, what I will do here is add some quotations in. So I'm going to go to text over here. Now, these quotations I would want to have like a general standardized text font over here. I could go with impact as well. Impact works perfect for this kind of text. And I'm going to go ahead, add the white color in, increase the size to, let's say, 70. There you go. Now put it right at the center over here, right over there. There you go, so that it aligns perfectly with our frame, and then position it at the middle. There you go. Now I'm going to change the text of it. Let's say never waste your life. Now let me go ahead and animate this to, let's say, block, not block, burst, not burst, skate, spread, no, merge, no, typewriter, no, baseline works perfect. So I'm going to go for baseline over here. Now I can reverse the text animation, but I'll set it as both. Now let me go ahead and play it. So it comes up over here, never waste your life. I'll put it right over here. I'm going to split the page On my second page, I'm going to change the text to okay, there's the same animation still there. Let me go ahead and play it. Now this one is too short. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and undo that cut. There you go. Let me cut it over here. Split page. There you go. Now let me go ahead and first let me go ahead and let me play it to see how it looks like. There you go. That looks perfect. There you go. Now let me play it from the beginning. That is perfect. Now I'll repeat the process again for these two videos over here. I'm not going to make a one-minute video. I'm just going to show you how you can create the video, and the rest is up to you and your creativity on how you can use the elements and everything else to make a very good video. Now for this second clip over here, or for this video clip over here, I'm going to do a different form of like adding effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a curved rounded square. I'm going to put this rounded square here. I'm going to put this rounded square right in the middle over here. There you go. I'm going to change its opacity to 15. 15. 15 is too less. So what I'm going to do is again put this in right in our frame. Change the opacity to, let's say, 30. 30 is still too less. How about 50? Let me go ahead and look for 50. 50 looks wonderful over here. So rounded square, as you can see, on both the sides. If I were to double click on this, a text bar opens up and I can put text in, but I don't need to use that. I'll just use some text over here. But before that, I want to animate this one. I'm going to give a breathe animation for this round one over here. So I have a breathe for out, and I can also have a breathe for in as well, but you need Canva Pro for that. I can also give a drift. I can also give a baseline. I can also give a pop. I can also give a wipe, a pan as well, a fade as well, or a rise as well. Pan also looks good. Pop also looks good. Wipe looks refined. So I'm going to go for wipe, both in and both out as well, for enter and exit. So now I'm going to go back to text over here. Now let me go and search for this one. This text over here looks wonderful. So as you can see, there are two segments over here, right? So I'm going to have different segments. So I'm going to first select both of this, or select this text over here, entire text. I'll press Ctrl-Shift-G to ungroup them. So now these are ungrouped. So I can go ahead, place this right over here. I can go ahead, place this right over here. But to see if these are uniform or not, yes, these are uniform. So I'm going to place this right over here. There you go. Then I'm going to basically move this on top here, move this over here. Then I'm going to change the text. Okay. So previously I've written like never waste your life on things that you don't need, right? NEED. There you go. That you don't need. Then over here, I'm going to type in for this one, save. This one, invest. There you go. Reducing down the text size so that it fits in one line. There you go. So it's 164. Save, invest. I'm going to copy this, paste this right over here. Save up money, invest the money, buy assets. There you go. It's a motivational, like a finance motivational quote video for a story or a reel. Buy assets over here. I'm going to keep on. There you go. So it's 96.1. Okay, 96.1. Now I want to keep all of these things uniformly. So I'm going to select this, select this, select this, select this, and Position, I'm going to go ahead, align elements towards the middle. I'm going to press undo. So I'm going to align tidy up. If I use tidy up over here, is going to align them towards this selection. But I'm going to undo them and first basically work on what I have over here. Buy assets, get cash flow from those assets. There you go. Then I'm going to go ahead there you go. That looks perfect over there, but I would want this one pop out more. But I'll just do some animations and it will look perfect. I could also do another thing. I could also, like, let's say as I have different forms of text over here which do not align perfectly, I can go ahead, put in another text, for example this one, this game on text over here. Let me go ahead and drag that in. I'll go ahead and drag that in over here. And as you can see, that's not happening because I have too many things loaded up here. So I will go ahead and work on this for once over here for now. Once this one loads in, there you go. It already has loaded in. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Go ahead and delete this. Take this one. I'm going to go delete this, delete this, delete this. Then basically put this one over here. Then save. There you go. Save, invest. Then I'm going to put this one over here. Save, invest. Or let me go ahead and undo that. Let me keep this one. Let me go ahead and delete this one. I'm going to put on invest over here. There you go. Then I'll lower down the text so that it's in one line. Let me realign it to our. There you go. That is perfect. Again, lowering it down so that it's in the same line. Yes, and instead of this, let me go ahead and like rephrase that. Generate cash. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and lower down it in 2 sentences. Like 2 lines. There you go. Increase it, decrease it. There you go. That's perfect. Save, invest, generate cash. I guess this is all fine. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of these elements. And I'm going to go towards the position over here and tidy up. There you go. Now time for the animation. So I'm going to animate this as baseline works, invest over here, drift, or wipe, or pop works. And then generate cash flow over here. I'm going to animate as a merge. So now this is very unique. So now let me go ahead and play it from the beginning to show you how it looks like. Now, as you saw, this entire clip has by far from the beginning towards this part, it is now very innovative, very creative, and it looks spectacular. It looks good as well. Now, let's say you want to have a narration. Let's say I want to narrate while I'm going through. So let's say I click on this and let's say I'm narrating. Instead of like I'm teaching you right now with the course right now. Okay, so now let's say I'm narrating. So I'll go ahead and play and narrate. Let's move forwards to what my journey looks like. Never waste your life on things that you don't need. Save, invest, generate cash. So that's basically it, the narration. Now let's say you put the narration in as a different audio like below. Keep in mind that if you were to put that narration inside this clip, you need to make sure that the audio of your narration is greater than the background music, the music that I have inputted into this file. So once that is done, then your video will be ready. You can make like 1 minute video, you can make a 30-second video, you can make a 20-second video. It's up to you. For this class over here, I made a video which consists of 11.5 seconds, but that's still okay. And I'll be ending the class for now, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next class.